As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Nebraska's return man Hartley helped out the offense with that one. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the ground with the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Longhorns offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Here are players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking for a block. It's Lloyd. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
They'll run the off-tackle play here. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Texas. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fast motion from the offense. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking.
Here, the coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Blue. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Longhorns are on the move. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
cut there. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
It's complete. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going strong.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide out in motion. Looking for space, it's Gibson. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on.
Afterburner's coming. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Defensively, you know you're going up against one of the best receivers in the game. 4 vertical is something you've seen on film a lot. And defensively, you're going to have to mix and match your coverages to try to slow this dude down.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Here comes the Texas offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're bringing heat. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Power football with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Between the uprights, it's good. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's as if this guy has morphed into Ndamukong Suh. He's dominating right now.
Man, Ndamukong Suh, one of the best players I've ever seen live. Just unbelievable. And
he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Bringing it back, it's Lloyd. And the returner will be dragged down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On target to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Breaks the tackle. The Cornhuskers have a first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Huskers have their offense in high gear. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
One thing this team has shown earlier this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Texas, 3. Texas.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's got it down the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
He's loose down the middle. 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown, they cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
To the air, it's Raiola. He's got the back in the middle. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you've got to find him in the passing.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football.
Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked. Takes it the other way. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Texas. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
He's brought down at the 28. That's a first down for the offense.
He wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will boot it away to start the second half.
Texas.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Getting some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. With jet sweep pass. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Nebraska! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Pressure coming.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Lloyd. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Feeling some heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Blue. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. In the red area, it's Blue. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Got a lot of running room. He's inside the 40. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Cornhuskers pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the Huskers are flying down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Huskers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, what? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Coleman. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Ewers. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have
lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
But when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskers line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Line gets set. 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Moore.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
That's reeled in. It's Moore. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Relying on the run. He gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Here's the handoff. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going. And you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Back to throw. It's Raiola. Snags it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the beatdown has ensued.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And he added the extra point. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route and hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
To the air, it's Ewers. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week.
The give to the fullback. Fighting off the defender. Tackle is made after the first down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody in the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down here for the offense. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. He makes the connection. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. He's looking for a man on second down. And the pass is intercepted. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise, by the